Most newlyweds spend week 1, on a honeymoon. Ruth and John spent theirs, planning revenge. Revenge, on a 91-year-old woman. She had tricked their parents, who had tricked them, with instant noodles. And John declared, they were absolutely not losing to a grandmother. Last week, they'd uncovered the truth. Their entire love story had a code name. Operation Noodle. Staged, by their parents. Masterminded, by Grandma Vivian. Phase 4, she'd told them, was making them partners. And they had walked, right into it. So Ruth made a decision. If teaming up was her plan, out-scheming her would be theirs. They would beat her, at her own game. There was just one problem. Grandma Vivian had been playing this game, for 70 years. They had been playing it, for about 4 days. Step 1, John announced. Find out what Grandma actually wanted. The real, endgame. Their first plan was simple. Plant a fake rumor. Tell the parents, they were moving away. If Grandma panicked, they'd know she was watching. Vivian's response arrived, the next morning. A housewarming gift. For their new city apartment. The fake apartment. She had known it was fake, all along. Plan 2. Catch her in the act. They set up a hidden camera, at the next family lunch. The footage showed nothing. Except one thing. At the very end. Vivian looked directly into their hidden camera. And she, waved. She had found it. She always found everything. Desperate, they tried a third trap. A fake secret, whispered where she'd hear it. The next day. Vivian served noodles for lunch. With a note. Nice try, dears. Every trap they set, she had already disarmed. They were starting to feel, less like masterminds. And more like, her entertainment. So they changed tactics. They went after the parents. Ruth leaned in, with a totally innocent question. Had Grandma Vivian ever, even once, lost at anything? The parents, knew nothing. They genuinely thought, they'd run the whole plan themselves. Which meant Vivian had manipulated, her own children. Then John found something, in the old family albums. Every major family event. 3 weddings. 2 mergers. All of them. Vivian's doing. She was not a grandmother, John whispered. She was a chess engine, in pearls. But one album page, was missing. Carefully removed. Recently. Someone didn't want them to see, what was on that page. And for the first time, the game stopped being funny. The next morning, a note arrived. Vivian's, handwriting. Looking for the missing photo? Ask the right question at dinner. Sunday. Wear something nice. She knew, they had found the album. She was always, 3 steps ahead. She wasn't reacting. She was directing. But this time, Ruth noticed something John hadn't. The note had a watermark. A faint company logo. A different one. One that had been quietly buying their family's shares. 4 months. Suddenly Operation Noodle wasn't a cute love story anymore. It was about control of the family empire. And someone outside it wanted in. Ruth wasn't scared. She was finally starting to understand the real game. Sunday came. The whole family gathered. Ruth and John, dressed to scheme. Grandma Vivian sat at the head of the table. Waiting. Smiling. Ruth stood, and asked the question directly. The watermark. The company buying our shares. What did you do? For a moment, the old woman's smile changed. It became something real. Almost proud. Took you long enough, she said. Sit down, children. It's time you knew what this was really about. The company buying the shares was hers. A second company she'd built in secret. Decades ago. She'd been preparing to hand everything to one person. The one who proved they were ready. Operation Noodle was never about marriage or partnership. It was a test of succession. They had been interviewed. This whole time. Their entire marriage had been a job interview. Vivian had no other heir she trusted. Her own children were comfortable, unhungry. She needed two people clever enough, and in love enough, to run it together. And by trying to out-scheme her, they had passed the final test. So they had won, John asked carefully. The empire. Just like that. Vivian smiled. And that smile told Ruth, the game wasn't over. Oh, you passed my test, she said. But the empire isn't mine to give. I sold my controlling share, last year. The room went silent. Sold it? To whom? Vivian slid a business card across the table. Ruth read the name. And went pale. That's not possible, she whispered. That's my name. I own it. Since when? How? Vivian had put the empire in Ruth's name, a year ago. Before the marriage. Before the schemes. Everything since, was to see if she'd deserve what she already owned. And whether he'd love her, not it. Ruth owned everything. John never knew. And now he was realizing, she was his boss. So this whole time, John said slowly. I married the owner of the company. Which makes me, technically, an employee. But Vivian wasn't finished. One card remained, face down, in front of John. Because the test wasn't over, for him either. And his secret was bigger than hers. 2 liars. 1 empire. And 1 card still unturned. Subscribe to find out what John has been hiding.